Folks, we're at the 2015 Easter Expo at Lighthouse Church, and I am here with the one and only Pastor Keion Henderson. Pastor, such a great event today. We're not even halfway through the event, and here's what we've seen so far. We've seen over 50,000 Easter eggs given out. We've seen a lot of events for the children. We got a lot of wonderful vendors out here, media's out here. Tell me about this event, and it seems like it's growing more and more and more every year. Tell us about this wonderful event you have going.
This is our second year, and this has been a vision of ours. We even did this when we didn't have a church. We were at a school, and we asked the school, could we use their parking lot to bring the community together? And last year we had over 3,500 people come, and this year we've had over 5,000 people at some point in time pass through these grounds, and it's just really our efforts to bring the community together. I mean, you've been out here, you've seen Asian people and Hispanic people and white people and black people, people of all ethnicities, and there have been some probably who didn't even believe that Jesus Christ was Lord. So away with the idea that people can't come together and have fun, right here at the church. We brought this community together, people from all over the place. We've had fun and fellowship, and we fed people, and they took all 50,000 eggs in 50 seconds or less. I think next year they're gonna be done in 5 seconds. It's been over.
those eggs are out of here, but I mean, you make a great point, because that's one of the things that we all capture from this. It's actually cool to come to church. I probably shouldn't be saying this to a pastor, but there's like the perception, like there's only a certain type that goes to church, and a lot of people are turned off by the fact that the church doesn't reach out to bring people in, and you're doing the opposite.
Well, it's because God had to come out there and get me. Yeah. See, I'm a basketball player by nature. I played college basketball. That's really what I wanted to do with my life. So God literally picked me up, took me off that court, put me in the pulpit, and I think that all of our experiences shape us, because God intends for all of his people to be reached. And that's why we brought Alexis in. She doesn't fit any mold or any pattern. She's got red hair and red eyebrows. But we brought her to let everybody know that Jesus Christ does not look on the countenance of man, but he looks at the heart. And here I am in my sweater. I got my Adidas on. We got people out here in ones, and they doing the Cupid shuffle back there. A lot of people might not agree with it.
Let's get some of that. Yeah. Look at that. I mean, this is church, y'all. But this is more than church. This is an experience where you're bringing people together of all shapes, sizes, colors, religion, backgrounds, you name it. It's all about, like you said, fellowshipping in the name of Christ, right?
And I can't tell you how many times the people have heard from this stage today that Jesus is Lord. See, we haven't omitted the message. We've changed the method, but the message is still the same.
I like to think of it as like, I'm old school. Like, your mama used to make you eat like your beets and your red beans and all that. Sometimes you might put a little sugar in your grits or something to make you eat it. Sometimes you have to do that. You can't put Christ in a box, so to speak, because he's everything, right?
Yeah, and Paul even says that he had to become all things. You see, you have to kind of morph yourself, and I'm not saying change the essence of who you are. The main problem with tomorrow being Resurrection Sunday morning, and the reason why they wanted to do away with Jesus, is because he cared more about the soul than he did the Sabbath. He was healing people when they said, no, not today, we shouldn't be doing that. And so that's a representation of Christ, and I think a lot of people have Jesus all wrong. I think they have him all wrong. He loved everybody. He loved everybody, and so do we.
Well, Pastor, I have to tell you, this is a great event. It is such a blessing to be a part of this, and this is only going to get better. We look forward to doing this from 20, 30, 40, 50 years.
Everybody to come every year. Bring everybody you know. And I want to say to all of those of you who are watching, listen, you are welcome next year. It's going to be bigger and better, and it won't even be better unless you're here, so you need to come.
And there you have it for the man himself, folks. We're at the 2015 Easter Expo. Pastor Keion Henderson, Lighthouse Church.